so red of earth and heart. She sat within her doom of night, made lowering stars and thunderstorms, the stars of liberty, and ceasing from the waking moon, it burned as you had golden flame. She lifted in her proud name, and rise a nation long for long to know her destiny. The lone star forever, the lone star forever, oh long may it float over land, over sea, descend and will never uphold it forever. Oh, shout for the lone star, but now all hail. Oh, shout for the lone star, but now all hail. So red of earth and heart, she sat within her doom of night, made lowering stars and thunderstorms, the stars of liberty, and ceasing from the waking moon, it burned as you had golden flame. She lifted in her proud name, and rise a nation long for long to know her destiny. The lone star forever, the lone star forever, oh long may it float over land, over sea, descend and will never uphold it forever. Oh, shout for the lone star, but now all hail. Oh, shout for the lone star, but now all hail. So red of earth and heart, she sat within her doom of night, made lowering stars and thunderstorms, the stars of liberty, and ceasing from the waking moon, it burned as you had golden flame. She lifted in her proud name, and rise a nation long for long to know her destiny. The lone star forever, the lone star forever, oh long may it float over land, over sea, descend and will never uphold it forever. Oh, shout for the lone star, but now all hail. Oh, shout for the lone star, but now all hail. So red of earth and heart, she sat within her doom of night, Miss Lauren stars and sung the songs, the stars of liberty, and ceasing from the waking moon, it burned as you had golden flame. She lifted in her proud name, and rise a nation long for long to know her destiny. The lone star forever, the lone star forever, oh long may it float over land of her sea, descend and will never uphold it forever. Oh, shout for the lone star, banner on hill. Oh, shout for the lone star, banner on hill. So red of earth and heart, she sat within her doom of night. Miss Lauren stars and sung the songs, the stars of liberty, and ceasing from the waking moon, it burned as you had golden flame. She lifted in her proud name, and rise a nation long for long to know her destiny. The lone star forever, the lone star forever, oh long may it float over land of her sea, descend and will never uphold it forever. Oh, shout for the lone star, banner on hill. Oh, shout for the lone star, banner on hill. So red of earth and heart, she sat within her doom of night. Miss Lauren stars and sung the songs, the stars of liberty, and ceasing from the waking moon, it burned as you had golden flame. She lifted in her proud name, and rise a nation long for long to know her destiny. The lone star forever, the lone star forever, oh long may it float over land of her sea, descend and will never uphold it forever. Oh, shout for the lone star, banner on hill. Oh, shout for the lone star, banner on hill. So red of earth and heart, she sat within her doom of night. Miss Lauren stars and sung the songs, the stars of liberty, golden flame. She lifted in her proud name, and rise a nation long for long to know her destiny. The Lone Star forever, the Lone Star forever. Oh, long may it float over land, over sea, descend and will never uphold it forever. Oh, shout for the Lone Star, banner on hill. Oh, shout for the Lone Star, banner on hill. So red of earth and heart, she sat within her doom of night. Mid lowering stars and thunderstorms, the stars of liberty, and ceasing from the waking moon, it burned as you had golden flame. She lifted in her proud name, and rise a nation long for long to know her destiny. The Lone Star forever, the Lone Star forever. Oh, long may it float over land, over sea, descend and will never uphold it forever. Oh, shout for the Lone Star, banner on hill. Oh, shout for the Lone Star, banner on hill. So red of earth and heart, she sat within her doom of night. Mid lowering stars and thunderstorms, the stars of liberty, and ceasing from the waking moon, it burned as you had golden flame. She lifted in her proud name, and rise a nation long for long to know her destiny. The Lone Star forever, the Lone Star forever. Oh, long may it float over land, over sea, descend and will never uphold it forever. Oh, shout for the Lone Star, banner on hill. Oh, shout for the Lone Star, banner on hill. So red of earth and heart, she sat within her doom of night. Mid lowering stars and thunderstorms, the stars of liberty, and ceasing from the waking moon, it burned as you had golden flame. She lifted in her proud name, and rise a nation long for long to know her destiny. The lone star forever, the lone star forever. Oh, long may it float over land, over sea, descend and will never uphold it forever. Oh, shout for the lone star, but now all hail. Oh, shout for the lone star, but now all hail. So red of earth and heart, she sat within her doom of night, made lowering stars and thunderstorms, the stars of liberty, and ceasing from the waking moon, it burned and she had golden flame. She lifted in her proud name, and rise a nation long for long to know her destiny. The lone star forever, the lone star forever. Oh, long may it float over land, over sea, descend and will never uphold it forever. Oh, shout for the lone star, but now all hail. Oh, shout for the lone star, but now all hail. So red of earth and heart, she sat within her doom of night, made lowering stars and thunderstorms, the stars of liberty, and ceasing from the waking moon, it burned and she had golden flame. She lifted in her proud name, and rise a nation long for long to know her destiny. The lone star forever, the lone star forever. Oh, long may it float over land, over sea, descend and will never uphold it forever. Oh, shout for the lone star, but now all hail. Oh, shout for the lone star, but now all hail. So red of earth and heart, she sat within her doom of night.
It's on right, it's on to Roman Christian Radio and Roman Christian TV, the fountain of beautiful Christian broadcasting network. And if you're just joining us this morning, I want to say good morning to you and let me say happy Independence Day to Liberians from all walks of life, whatever place you may be in Europe, Asia, America, Australia, the Middle East, and you just name it. I had to play that song over and over and over um, for all of us Liberians, those of us that are alive, those of us who are so familiar with that song, that love our country, those who are patriotic, nationalistic, I wanted you to just listen to the song. And as I was playing the song over and over, I tried to hold the emotion back a little bit, the tears back a little bit, because I remember we had to celebrate many July 26th beyond rebel lines, or in the midst of the AK-47, the sound of the bazooka, baritone, and you just name it. Today, Liberia turns 177 years. I was coming on to do something else about 2 something when I woke up this morning. My usual prayer time, and I was just sitting in here. I had to switch everything around. Just had to switch everything around. And I said, Lord, what is the message to my people? What is the message to my people? What is the message? Why should I change and turn everything around today and just speak to the people of my country, Liberia? And so as I listened to this beautiful young lady, beautiful, I wish I knew her location in Liberia. She's blind, with such a powerful voice. If you listen and watch I will try to see if I can put her in a particular stuff so you see her and just listen to her voice. The country is so blessed, the nation is so blessed, but I don't know how many people know. How many of our leaders know that the nation is so blessed? How many of us Liberians know that our nation is so blessed? Whether you live in the diaspora or not, I wonder how many of us know that this country of ours is so blessed. Today, our nation turned 177. 177. You see, it's not about the pomp and pageantry that will be going on from today and throughout Sunday. What is so important is that we give God the glory that this nation of ours, we're not still fighting civil crisis or going through a civil crisis in our country. Some countries have gone through it for many, many years. And we went through a civil crisis for 15 years. A senseless war. Ethnicity was the order of the day. Greed and selfish murderers, thieves, some of whom today we have honored, given them jobs in return for the destruction, the massive destruction. And we call them our kingsmen. I hope and pray that after this celebration, President Joseph Boakai and his leadership will give us justice one day. That they will set a precedent that people just, can get rich overnight and keep our people in abject poverty. I hope and pray that Liberians, whatever place we may be, that we will see ourselves as Liberians, not looking at ourselves as this is a crown man, a Gola man, a vibe man, a Kwelet man, a Busib man, a Dane man, a Crew, or Greybone, or Van, or Kisi, or Loman, or Bandi, or Gio, or Manan, but that we will see ourselves as Liberians and we will be united. I grew up in Liberia where we don't insult our elderly folks. No, it's unethical, it's untraditional to insult an elderly woman or an elderly man. That's the Liberia that I know. A Liberian that the rich, the poor, the middle class, we all went to the same school together. We live in the same community. Not until we started turning to something else. And you think that we would change from this kind of awkward behavior. We're still doing the same thing. We turned 177 years. Today, the Liberia that I know was a place of harmony. That an elderly man can see you doing something wrong, will grab you, spank you, and take you to your parents. And you will not stand and look at that elderly man and insult him. Or look at that elderly woman and insult them. That's the Liberia that I know. That you can go to your neighbor's house and eat and don't worry about anybody poisoning you. That you can live it. I'm not saying that some of the community people never used to gossip. People would gossip, but it's rampant now. A Liberia where we all used to love one another. Not thinking about ethnicity, political party lines. No, that was not the Liberia I grew up in. Even after the civil crisis, there was still this cohesive, collaborative effort of Liberians. Not until we start seeing the proliferation of political parties, different ideologies, young men turning to something else. We're hail thieves and murderers. And some of you young people don't know that these thieves and murderers you are hailing, they are getting rich, their kids are going to good schools, and you're sitting there. You're wearing the green berets, the red berets, the blue berets, the purple berets, and you're wearing t-shirts and singing and chanting slogans. 177 years today. The oldest republic. Where are we heading to? Look at our communities today. The proliferation of ghettos. Somebody was saying to me, Pastor, after the civil crisis, it was like this. That's a myth. Big lie. I never went to exile. Never went to Guinea, none Ivory Coast, none Sierra Leone. I stayed right in the country by the grace of God. The only place we saw drugs or heard about people getting high was among the rebels, the fighters. As a matter of fact, the proliferation of ghettos was not like this. Not at all. I'm not a fan of Charles Taylor, none some of the warlords, but the proliferation of ghettos. Anybody who grew up in Liberia after the civil crisis will tell you Liberia was not dirty like this. The proliferation of ghettos was not like this. Where young men would stand in the street and look at a light pole and bought that light pole. No. As a matter of fact, when they catch you selling drugs, Oh, you know the boys were ruthless. So when they're coming to get you, you know what's up. In today's dispensation, and 6 years ago, our young men and women became prostitutes on a high level. 177 years. Then the church refused to be the conscience of the society. When you talk, they say you are a political preacher. Then the people who make reference to us in that way are religious leaders, fathers of the land, and other pastors too. So we're celebrating today 177 years. Cross the border, just walk from Tourstown in Grand Gile and enter into La Côte d'Ivoire. Go to some of the farms. What do you see? Farm to Market Road. Enter Abidjan. What do you see? Go to De Plateau also. Some of these places. Go and see. Go to Ghana. When I went to Ghana, around the Legon University now, I see some wonderful infrastructure around there. When I traveled to Ghana, it was not like that. That was 2009. But go and see. And these are countries that look up to us. The French used to call Liberia Petit America. But look at us today. You think it's going to be better than the diaspora. No, everywhere we find ourselves, even as we celebrate the July 26th today, there's a possibility there will be confusion. Where are we heading to? Our leaders, a bunch of greedy people. Yes, I said it. Bunch of greedy people. Some came to America, the land, they went home and became thieves overnight. But when they sit on the radio, they portray themselves as saint angels. Give them the opportunity. Just give them the opportunity. You see something. Give them the opportunity. And so they dignified and glorified themselves to be the ones who, were the cause of this change. And this is why I can say this to any representative of senator or any political party. The change we enjoy today is not, look, none of you contributed to this. It was God. It was God. By God's grace, I say this without fear or favor. None of you senators or representatives or a political party can stand up and beat your chest. The thing about you people is that you people don't reverence God, don't honor God. That's your problem. That's why we're celebrating 177 years, just like this, divided people. No united from the Shushan boys to the Wheelbarrow boys to the Yanam boys, the marketers, the students, the teachers, the doctors, the professional people, the keke boys, the push men, the iron dealers, the farmers, the chiefs, the elders. We're still divided. When will we wake up and look at our country and say, listen, I grew up in the borough of New Crew Town. Anywhere on the coastal line in the borough of New Crew Town, you take a rice seed and plant it even around D12 field. Let me just give you an example. D12 or the Coast Guard base. Put a rice seed in the ground, it will grow. The country is so blessed by God. But the people, 177 years, it shouldn't be about the pomp and pageantry. I think what we need is to pray to God to reconcile our differences, to come together as Liberians and appreciate one another. There are good Liberians, wonderful, great people. But look on the radio, what you see today, everybody marketing themselves. As soon as they get an opportunity to sit in government, it's goodbye to the masses. At first, it was hailed to the masses. As soon as they get in government, they keep speech, they cut a speech. I mean, these are men doing this kind of stuff. Men. Yesterday, that were talking. As soon as they get in power, they change. They cut a speech with the very people. They were saying, caller, what is your name? Yes, we're talking about the issues of national concern. Give them the opportunity to get in government. Some will cut up speech from you. Even the very community they live in, they wind their windshield up and they drive and see somebody next door. Their kids don't have slippers. The only time Liberian politicians know the church is when they want to become a leader. That's when they visit the church. That's when they visit even the people living with disability. That is the only time. Right now, all their offices are closed to the masses. 177 years. Look at the agriculture sector in our country. Some of the people that got some of the big farms got rich with their ill-gotten wealth overnight. I said it. I'm not biting my tongue. Ill-gotten wealth. They got the big farms in the country. And this is the reason why some years back before I left the country, I said, hell to the no. I'm not going to work for you, no, work for your children, and then my children come and work for your children. Hell to the no. We got to wake up. We got to be innovative. Liberians, we have so many professional people. And I want to say this to the diaspora Liberians. Listen, you can change Liberia. You have the tenacity. You have everything to change Liberia. If you only knew what you're worth and how you can impact change in Liberia. I'll give you one typical example. When I used to live in North Carolina in 2010, I went on the soccer field and I was talking to some group of young men. At that time, I just came to America. And I heard the guys talking politics. So I checked break a little bit and I decided to engage them in the conversation. And they were talking and talking and talking. I knew they never had it. I knew they were misinformed. So then I decided to talk to them. I said, listen, you don't understand the power of the diaspora Liberians. We can change the country. You guys can change the country. There is a possibility. And they asked me how. Go to your Bible. Those who changed and transformed Israel, they came from exile, right? Yeah. Let's look at China. We fought 14 years of senseless war. It took the people of Tuba 20 years to revamp Tuba. Tuba was just like a fixed town like West Point. And I went on and on and on and on. And one of the guys said to me, I think I recognized the voice. I said, from where? He said, from the radio. I said, yeah. I was on the radio. But I see it in this country, when government officials come, we're fighting to take picture with them. It's all about photo shoot. Engage them on the issues. A few years ago, many years ago here in Minnesota, I engaged the former finance minister, the former ambassador of Liberia, a few government officials. I engaged them thoroughly on the issue of the PRS. At the end of the day, one of the deputy minister at the end of the day took out his side. He wanted to fight me. Because while we are busy on the internet insulting one another, talking about people's marriage, their homes, we should be doing research. Not many persons that were in the OLM office at the time knew that the PRS had 3 months to survive. But the government took close to $100 and some $1,000 to come and explain the PRS to Liberians. And I only engaged them on 3 components of the PRS. 1, the security sector. 2, the educational sector. 3, I think it was something else. And I gave a vivid description of the educational sector and how the PRS had 3 months, only 3 months to survive. Then I remembered Israel Akisaya, Samuel Jackson, yet in the same Minnesota. Nokia gave them a whole lot of money on the charade. Oh, that day they bothered with me again, and I had to give it to them. Every move they were making, I was waiting for them to enter Minnesota. I had documents to substantiate my claim. Now, I spend more time preaching, so I don't pay attention to some of the things. I just read the stories, I laugh, and still see a real occurrence. Liberians, 177 years. Most often when people appeared on different radio stations and the host talk show, some are there with good motive because they're patriotic, they're nationalistic. Others want to market themselves. Oh yes, you can tell. And this is the reason why after our doing an election season, you see an influx of innovative thinkers. But when they get in, it's not about the masses. Look at our roads. Look at the country. For 177 years, the government cannot boast, the government of Liberia cannot boast of any good program for people living with disability in Liberia. Nothing. The folks used to live on Newport Street when I was even a little boy. When I went to demonstration, Augustine F. King, CDB King. Augustine F. King was just opposite that group of 77. So for years, no program. But I'll give you one example. There is a law in North Dakota. It's called the Gratian Law. The Gratian Law was introduced by a few family members when they took the state of North Dakota to tax for keeping people living with disability. They made, the ill treatment they were getting. The family decided to take the state of North Dakota to court. And they won that case. Today, if you go to North Dakota, any man or boy or girl living with disability has a case manager. And they are treated equally, differently, and they have programs for them. In our country, when was the last time you saw politicians celebrate people living with disability? No presidential candidate. I challenge any one of them. None of them. None of them. So bunch of con, liars, gimmicks, talking down on people, individuals. 177 years. If you are not up Snapper Hill or if you're not turning the table, forget it. You're being around folks in government is just a myth. It's always a clique system. And for some of us who live in the country for many years, we were radical. So a lot of them don't like us anyway. So that's good. Because I would not turn my back to any man for a job. Period. That's the kind of thing. Government go, government come. It's been just like that. And in this new dispensation, it's rampant. So we're celebrating 177 years. 177 years. 6 years ago, the young men were dancing like zombies, not even understanding the implication. You see, music is a universal language, but you have to have ears for music to listen to what you are hearing, because what you hear or listen to has the propensity to sway your mind for the good thing or the bad things. And so that's why all through our people were busy portraying themselves as hero and heroines, and they were eating your money. So we're celebrating 177 years today. Today, I'm taking out the pastoral hat. I am a Liberian. I love my country. I saw people being executed in front of me. I saw people being beheaded right in front of me. You know what I want to see? A country where the people are united. A country where the people are so patriotic. They can come together and not keep the trash in their communities and keep their community dirty, stink, and the mosquitoes giving them malaria, the roaches coming and they're getting tougher fever, and they say the government, keep your environment clean. Today, I didn't come to preach. I just want to talk to my people. Keep your environment clean. 1994-95, when I worked for MSF France in Grand Bassa County, that year, there was a serious outbreak of cholera. The internally displaced folks, people were dying because of diet. The feces here, the cooking there. The feces here, the cooking there. The kids are playing, nobody watching their hands. So during the outbreak of cholera in Grand Bassa, people died. The displaced folks were dying. MSF was looking for an idea. How do they curtail this? How do they control this? I'm sitting in my office just thinking so hard, and God just gave me an idea. I said, all these people speak their traditional dialect. They speak Bassa. I walk in the office to my boss, a British woman, Elizabeth Westaway. And I said, Liz, we can do a dramatized monologue. She said, ready, JEROY? I said, let's do a dramatized monologue with the CHW workers, and we do it in the Bassa vernacular. Because all these people speak the local dialect. She said, yes. We tried the first camp, Ibe Herway. We went to the second camp, the third camp. Then, followed by a song. That's how I learned how to speak Bassa. We used to say, sanitation monyon sengbe, drini kwaji weke dedi. And you know, the chorus used to be, kwe, sanitation monyon sengbe, drini kwaji weke. I mean, it helped the people. So these different political parties, they don't create jingles. They don't do no documentary, nothing. They don't even discuss their platforms. Don't give even the traditional people a vivid picture. So this is the reason why for 177 years, we've been like this. In this age and time, folks are still using Janko Lantern to study. There's in some area. In this age and time, 12 years before President Weir, Madam Ellen Johnson said he had the opportunity for us to have a good, a decent hydro, to leave from Marcoffee or do it somewhere around the Patawi. She was called the darling girl of the West. See where we got. We're still fighting. We're still struggling. And some of the people you see in government today were there yesterday. Boastful, arrogant, argumentative, men that can gossip like any other thing. Oh yeah, as I said it, some of you know me now. You did it with Madam Salif, I know. And you'll do it with President Bouaka. That is something we know. So even if you're going to bring any one of them, my people, until there is a radical patriotic approach, some of us are getting older. What about the generation coming after us? You can't say, I will stay in America and died in America. I don't care about that country. You either stand for something or you forget about it. When Bob Marley left England and went back to live in Jamaica, his life was threatened. When he left, why he went to to England to live is because his life was threatened. There was an assassination attempt on his life. But the prime minister at the time knew that Bob Marley had an influence on the people through music. They begged Bob Marley to go back. At the time, he was the face of Jamaica. The people will listen to him. But the faces we have today are people who are representatives that can insult from morning to evening and we heal them. Are people who are talk show hosts, senators and representatives who are so abusive and murderers and thieves. Those are the people who are the face, who claim that they are the face. 177 years. Today, 177 years. We celebrated people who only wanted to enrich themselves. Senators who are crooked, very crooked. And you know, the sad thing about some of you in the diaspora is that you claim you knew it then, but we warned you about those senators and representatives and talk show hosts, and you have issue with us. Here we are. Some of you are on the internet now. You're fussing and fighting with them. No. You see, there was a slogan that I introduced. It's called the University of Porto. And the students of that university earn a degree in Portulism. Why they earn a degree in Portulism? Now, some of you may be old enough to know the late Senator Kekura Porto. Senator Kekura Porto will go wherever the wind will blow, especially the winning end. So every time you see a presidential candidate or a political group, there will always be students of the University of Porto. They earn their degree in Portulism, meaning they will eat you, chop your money. At the end of the day, they're playing games somewhere. So I always used to use the slogan, you guys are promoting students of the University of Porto. And some of you act as though you knew it all. At the end of the day, you started forcing and fighting with the very people. But we got nicest doctors, professional people, some of whom that would really want to go to Liberia to contribute immensely to the educational sector, the health sector, the political sector, the security sector. But there are people on the ground. And look, I work and live in Liberia for years. I have some professional colleagues on the ground who will work with anybody any day. But there are others who feel so intimidated, greedy as a frog, not socially exposed, so they use their office for prostitution. Yeah, they use it. So they keep their people in abject poverty. Imagine, I'll give you this example. Living and working in Grand Bassa County, 1994. 1994. I'm living and working in Grand Bassa. To get me to come to Monrovia was war. Because you know what? We had everything. You could eat $20, 1994. A family can eat $20 US for a week. As anybody who live in Grand Bassa. Somebody will say, but JEROY, at the time, you had the Tanzania peacekeepers, the Ghanaian peacekeepers, the Nigerian peacekeepers there, and you had all the NGOs there. Granted. But just next door was LPC. But just next door was General Kofi and the MPFL. They were still fighting, but were enjoying right there. So then why, when you have a government that all the sectors open, why we can't improve our country? You can't even have lawmakers who are innovative to come to lobby for garbage bin, to create this sister city relationship. All of them sitting over there are growing big belly just like some of us. They don't exercise, they don't do nothing. We gave them $30,000, $15,000, $20,000. They cannot even lobby to get garbage bin. Come build this sister city relationship. You have commissioners, superintendent, everybody sitting. No innovation to create this sister city relationship. Student exchange program. There are Liberian educators here. Get in touch with them. These different schools that they're teaching in. Look, the days of sitting on talk show and just talking politics is over. And this is the reason why 6 years ago, I used to tell people, you make noise all day on the radio. In the diaspora, it has no impact on the ground. Not at all. You think it has an impact. No, it don't. Got to be on the ground. The jingles you create, the things you say, matters. And that's what most of the political parties always flunk, because their public relation officers or the people who talk for them talk down on the wheelbarrow boys, the shoeshine boys, the Yana boys, the ordinary people. You shift the issue from the troublemakers. You're blaming those people. Don't blame them. Some of them have been coerced. Some of them are on a spell, evil spell. And in order to break those spells, you yourself must make yourself to be the spell breaker. But you can't talk down on them. And you think they will elect you? We've been in the country, we've been in the street. You got to understand the game. If you never smoked before, how can you talk to somebody to leave smoking? If you never drink before, never got high before, never been to the ghetto, what can you say to a man who is in the ghetto? It would take God's grace for you to change that person. 166 years. I'm 77 years. We're still doing the same thing. We can change this prevailing trajectory. We can leave a legacy back. I was talking to a big brother, Bishop Sukuchie, yesterday, and a very sound, prolific writer, a musician, and an author were talking. And it was something he said that caught my attention. That until we get ready. Look, we've seen some things, some of you, we pray that you don't see it. Don't mind all the stuff on the radio. You mind all the stuff on the radio with the politicians, you'll kill yourself. Because our days, we used to see the same thing. But we used to love it when the boys are making noise and fussing among themselves. Because you know what? In the night, they are the best of friends. They are fraternity brothers. You are not. They'll protect their interests. They're only making noise in the public. But they will protect one another. And the mises becomes the victim of these things. Today, I didn't come to preach. I just want to talk to my people. In your homes over the weekend, you'll be cooking. Today, there's going to be I saw something, a flyer of a celebration, dinner, all these things. Okay, we have these dinners. The dinners, right? Well, we raise money. Are we thinking about the people from the group of 77? Are we thinking about them? Are we thinking about them? Today, I didn't come to preach. I just want to talk to my people. I just want to talk to my people. Liberians, we are great people. We are wonderful people. But if only we can just come together. I want to see the Liberians that I knew in prior to the 90s. I want to see some of you wake up. I want to see some of you, the older folks, waking up and telling us the truth. Just telling us the truth. And say this generation need to do better. I just hope and pray that we'll wake up to the reality. That we will wake up to the reality. Somebody sending me text here. You see, when you start to say some of these things, some of your good friends would say, you are a pastor. Oh. So we pastors, when the crisis was rough, the church became a safe haven. It was the religious leaders that were talking between folks, talking to our warlords. We all were busy praying, Lord, when you keep us, when we survive this war, we give our lives to you. So when we speak from this same background, then you say the pastors, go preach. They're not politics here. And that's why you hail thieves. You hail murderers. You hail blackmailers. People will work hard for their money and give it to one con artist. Because you're yearning for a change, and that's the wrong way. You can pull the people together. You can talk to them. That's what my people always used to say. What is in the clear eye is in the dog eye. Then they say, Kamwa asawa gwenye. All right. Pastor getting his element today. We're celebrating 100, right? 177 years. We can't put our dirty hands in the bowl. The Basel people will say, Dreni kwaji weke daddy. Can't put your dirty hands in the bowl. How can you be a leader and you just get up and you insult? If I was on the radio, oh God help me. Ask those who knew me then. If you are a lawmaker, you're very insulting. I can tell you the camera will not see you. My reporters go there, I fire them. Or I dismiss you. Because that is, it does not constitute news. What you're saying does not make news. So why do my people have to go there? And so this is the kind of thing our children are waking up to in Liberia. So when they call, I call him from so and so place, all the thing they're doing and this, that. And then some of the good guys here creating these different talk shows to, emancipate our people, eradicate their minds from those toxicity. They get vexed, they insult your man, they curse your man. 177 years. 177 years. How many government schools are there in our counties? Well equipped with sound conception. Bring conception into our country. And the conception here, or the counties, nobody benefit. A few years back when I was in Liberia, imagine the folks in Gbapolu Bapolu is a country with huge forests. Imagine the country development funds, I think they were doing something in Bapolu where the people came to Monrovia to buy planks. Wawa, 2x2, 4x3, this by this. Imagine that. Where they could buy more power saw and face shears, benches. My days at the University of Liberia were still towing shears, but we got a densely forest area. When you talk, then they say go preach. But when the rogues speak, then they hail them. Then they give money for their re-election. Our people need to wake up. Young people, 177 years. I'm in my 40s. If I'm having kids soon, my kids, by this time, they will give me grandchildren. Even though my sisters, the kids now, they made me a grandfather now, I'm happy. But what about you guys that are coming after us? What about you? We saw these things and we said, hell to the no to some of the people who find themselves in the echelon of power. When I was radio director or station manager, ask anybody who know me, they will tell you. You love to insult, you can't see the studio with me. You're a lawmaker, you rule, you can't see the microphone and my face. I'm not bringing you in there. Go ask Akara Gray, he will tell you. Or ask former Mayor Koji, he will tell you. They never saw the studio with me. Not that I was trying to be biased, no. As the former press secretary to Madam Salih, Mr. Cyrus Baidu, he called us a rebel-run radio station, and I sent a word back to the executive mansion. I said, Madam Salih will not appear on this television. And I told the reporters, nobody recall anything from the mansion and bring it here. You bring it here, I'll make sure you don't have a job. Ask people. But the proliferation of radio stations in our country are owned by folks who are close to politicians, friends, cunning, and praise singers. We're celebrating 100. It's not about going to people living with disability and just giving them food all the time. It's also about creating a program, government creating a program. The office of the vice president has an oversized responsibility. What are they doing with the Liberian National Lottery money? In the budgetary allotment, are they creating something for folks living with disability? Every time you go to Liberia, the folks are in front of the banks, they're in front of the mosque, they're in front of the church, they're begging. What is that? And some of the people who used to say some of the things I'm talking today are in government. Some of them are mean like cat, very mean. Mean. They come to radio station, they live in Kwaku, you're strong. And they know me. I was not the journalist that anybody would give money for interview anyway. I was a hustler. I knew how to look for money. But not that way. Because if I want to say something, I want to be bold, courageous to say it. 177 years. 177 years. If it wasn't for the grace of God, by the special grace of God, we'd still be fighting war today. But thank God. But we are not fighting the AK-47 war. We're fighting a war out of poverty. Aristotle once said, poverty is the parent of revolution and crime. And if the have-not continue to increase in number, that state soon collapse. Somebody asked me and said, Pastor, what are we doing for the July 26th? I said, nothing. Say, are we not giving? I said, no. We'll do something by the grace of God. And we'll do it big. But I won't tell you, but we'll do it big. I said, okay, Pastor, we'll be waiting. I said, yes. When we started doing it, I was doing it by the leading of the Holy Spirit. And this year, I couldn't do it because I didn't get confirmation to do it. The thing my mind was on was to draw people closer to God. When you know the truth, your generosity makes impact. But I want to say happy Independence Day to everybody. I hope and pray by the special grace of God that our leaders will see reason to change next year's celebration. I don't know how many persons have food today. If one piece of snapper is on sale for $1,000, I when somebody was telling me a piece of snapper fish is on sale for $1,000, I was like, really? $1,000 a piece of snapper? I said, yes. I said, oh my God, Jesus. Only God can help us now. Only God can help us. Only God. But the one thing I would say to Liberians before, I play some music here and it's not to give up. Please don't give up on Liberia. Liberia is a beacon, a light on top of the hill. See, I've been blessed and privileged to sit with some people, some of whom are alive now, and some are not. And I look in their eyes squarely and told them what Liberia would be. I wish some of the ones who are gone now and were still around here would tell you, this young man told us, it's going to come to pass. It's going to come to pass. We will wake up to something strange soon. Liberians will wake up to something strange very soon. It's not for the negative, it's for the positive. We'll wake up to something. God will raise fearless, courageous men, and who will look in the faces of those who insult people and those who challenge and threaten people and say, enough is enough. Oh, yes. People that will bring change in our counties and towns and villages. Imagine the people in Montserrat that are going through the pain this way. What about those in the rural parts of Liberia? And that's what I want to say to all of us. Please don't give up. Please don't give up on Liberia. Don't give up. Do what you can do. Be an agent of change. Even if you would pick up the phone and call people in your community and say, do the best you can. Just do all you can to bring change to your community. You can start from your communities. You can start from your communities today. You can do it. You can start. Don't do it for the fame. Don't do it for show. Don't do it for people to just see you. But you can start from somewhere. And I can assure you, by the grace of God, He's going to help you. You're going to get there. And you're going to change things around. I can assure you by the special grace of God, He's going to give you that idea, that wisdom. You see, America is great today because folks were prepared to make the sacrifice. They were prepared to make the sacrifice. We can do the same. Today we turn 177 years. 177 years. Few folks are enjoying the wealth of our country, and others are living in abject poverty. A country that I said something earlier on, the French used to call Liberia Petit America. Petit America. I was told by some Francophone friends. But today, we turn 177 years. What can we boast of? How many men in Liberia Athens can we boast of? I look forward to the day that I'll find some business people and say, I want to go to your country and I want to invest in your country. But when you try to take investors to the country, there are gimmicks. Gimmicks. In all those different offices, they want some money. But that's why Aristotle said, poverty is the parent of revolution and crime. Some of the people are not thieves, they are not rogues. But when you live in poverty, poverty can change people. Poverty can make a man a thief. Poverty can even break homes, marriages, and the sons go on the street. I know a height. I know some of you are saying to yourself, Pastor, what are we celebrating? Well, we're celebrating a country. Thank God we are not fighting. Thank God we're not fighting the war. At least we're celebrating our country. Do we truly have this independence? I think we need to change some things. And this is the time for us to do it. We can't change our country by fighting each other, by taking arms. No. We can do this by talking to our people. Pastors, take 5 minutes of your time, your message, 5 minutes. Talk to your people. Talk to your people. Use your pulpit to talk to your people. Use your pulpit. Not to just always take from them. Use your pulpit to inspire the people, to encourage the people to do the right thing, to encourage the people to do the right thing, to clean their communities, to clean their surrounding. They can't come to church clean and they're coming from a filthy communities. They can't wait for the government to come and clean their communities. They can start now. The community leaders, don't wait for these representatives. They are driving expensive cars with their windshield up. They're enjoying themselves. They're eating the best food. Their kids in other African countries going to school. Your kids are sitting right there, living in abject poverty. You gave them a job for 6 years. Start preparing yourself to dismiss them. You can dismiss them through the ballot box. They bring their money, eat it. Look among them. Take good sons and elect them. This is the time for you to face your representatives and senators and speak truth to them. Those of you that enjoy the good road from Bandersway Junction to Diggs Bay, some of us put our lives on the line when our job, our profession was on the line. When I led a protest, no road, no vote. And I remember telling the defense minister, if you don't go to work soon, you guys will have to beat me. But I'm not moving on the road. I'm putting the marketers and the people on the street. And the government called me to a dialogue. Then they lied to me. Then I went back to the marketers and the ordinary people. I said, we're not doing it. The government was forced to do something. Today, I see my people enjoy a good road. I think all the communities, you have the opportunity to enjoy good roads, farm to market roads. I can tell you there's free of charge. Having lived in places like Nimba, Grand Bassa, I can tell you when you have good roads to go to all the counties, Monrovia that is densely populated today will be empty. Will be empty. People will go to their towns and villages. People will go home. They will be eager to go home. When you can have construction in those areas, building universities or schools, you just name it, the health sector in those areas improve. People will be happy to leave the capital. You know, Liberians, we are good people now. We know how to make place lively for ourselves. We know how to do it. Those of us who are Christians, let us keep praying for our nation. Even those of you who are Muslims, let us all keep praying. Let us pray for this administration that they will do what they promised to do for the Liberian people. We can't give up on our country when our young men are dying to drugs, prostitution. You see, the sad thing in our country is that when those young men steal, we beat them to death. But we got the big thieves. They're sitting in that Capitol building. We got some of the thieves. They're in the government offices. You don't beat them. You hail them because they come from your political parties. But you grab the ordinary man and carry on mob justice. This is the reason why we all must champion the cause. Our quest for justice must be hard. Let us have this establishment of war and economic crimes court. Because the economic criminals are so many, so they will use money and call it witch hunt. But when they were stealing from you, enriching themselves through the Barrett, the AK-47, there are people in our country who go well overnight. Some of whom got homes in Ghana, Dubai, in other parts of Africa, South Africa. They stole from you. 177 years. Look at the Ministry of Finance. Filthy as pig pen. Look at the paint on the building. Filthy. Look at the Ministry of Education. I remember one time, way back in Liberia, I went to do something in the Ministry of Education. There was a section in the dark. The pee scent and poop scent was in that building. And I asked the guy, why people can't go out there? He said, oh, the people in these different offices, when they jam, they got to go pee over there. 177 years. Uh, Only God can help us. You know, I'm sick and tired of seeing people come in and say, this is what we're going to do. We're going to change this. And they come, they can't change nothing. But I want to appeal to the people. As we celebrate today, our Independence Day, as we celebrate, remember, Liberia is a beacon, a light on top of the hill. And this light will shine one day. Will shine. I'm a man of faith. Will shine. We knew that the war will end. We knew. And so now that we don't have the AK-47, we also are of the strong conviction, believe that it's going to be better. It's going to be better. Don't give up, Liberians. It's going to be better. But I think this is the time. Those of you that are parents, those of you that are familiar with the history or the things you went through, start telling your children the good stories and some of the bad ones too. Tell them about Liberia, because some of the guys don't even know the country. Some of the young generation now, they don't know the country. They think Liberia was so bad before the war. It was filthy as a pig pen before the war. No, we were going somewhere before the coup. We were going somewhere before the coup. I think it was going to be better. I think Speedy was going to do a whole lot and then turn over to another generation. But we were not patient. And only God can give us the change that we need. God will raise up men, fearless, courageous. We killed 13 men on the pole for change. 300,000 plus for change. We're still doing the same thing. By this time, we shouldn't be envious and jealous over each other, but rather be the salesman for each other businesses, our lives. Be concerned when your brother or sister that's a Liberian is doing something positive. Support their initiative. Be a part of what they're doing. Be a part. Support their work. Let us stand together in unison and love. Thank God for some of you who will catch the rhythm tomorrow. In few years, we'll be going to election. And if we can't catch the rhythm now, I think this is what some of us will do. When we are drawing closer to the election season, I think some of us need to be more active again. No, forget about, oh, Pastor, you're a preacher. Because when hell break loose, people will be calling here, Pastor, we need to pray for the country. Pastor, we need to pray for the country. So, Pastor, we will provide guidance too. And we'll share some of the stories with you. And then you will pick up the phone and share with your family members and encourage them. And talk to some of the young men on the ground and say, listen, you don't insult people to get your message across. There are certain things that is forbidden in our culture. You know, the late Flight Lieutenant JEROY Rowland said, you can try to Christianize me, but to Westernize me, it won't work. I live in America, but there are certain things here I can't do on the radio. I can't say certain words on the radio. No, that's not the profession that or the progenitors before me, those who taught me that it's unethical. No, son. So for this reason, now I can go to Monrovia now and walk in the street any time of the day. Nobody will join me to fight. Nobody. I won't be scared. You know why? Because I was not busy insulting anybody, nor looking down on anybody. We all are equally equal in the eyes of Jehovah God. It's not because you live in the West, so you're better off than the people back home. Today you know, tomorrow you can't tell. Today you know, tomorrow you can't tell. I'm going to bring this wonderful lady back on, this beautiful lady to do us all the Lone Star forever. I want you to listen to this song. I don't know how many of you once in a while listen to the national anthem of Liberia. We're somewhere and we're asked to sing the national anthem. And then somebody, the guy who was holding the microphone leading the song, decided to to cut the mic off, and he was busy singing, but then nobody could hear. And after the program, he was actually say, I forgot about some lines in the national anthem, so I couldn't sing it.
So red of earth and heart, she sat within her doom of night. Miss Lauren stars and sung the songs, the stars of liberty, and ceasing from the waking moon, it burned and she had golden flame. She lifted in her proud name, and rise a nation long for long to know her destiny. The Lone Star forever, the Lone Star forever. Oh, long may it float over land, over sea, descend and never uphold it forever. Oh, shout for the Lone Star, banner, all hail. Oh, shout for the Lone Star, banner, all hail. So red of earth and heart, she sat within her doom of night. Miss Lauren stars and sung the songs, the stars of liberty, and ceasing from the waking moon, it burned and she had golden flame. She lifted in her proud name, and rise a nation long for long to know her destiny. The Lone Star forever, the Lone Star forever. Oh, long may it float over land, over sea, descend and never uphold it forever. Oh, shout for the Lone Star, banner, all hail. Oh, shout for the Lone Star, banner, all hail. So red of earth and heart, she sat within her doom of night. Miss Lauren stars the stars of liberty, and ceasing from the waking moon, it burned as you are golden flame. She lifted in her proud name, and rise a nation long for long to know her destiny. The lone star forever, the lone star forever, oh long may it float over land of her sea, descend and will never uphold it forever. Oh, shout for the lone star, but now all hail. Oh, shout for the lone star, but now all hail. So red of earth and heart, she sat within her doom of night, mid lowering stars and thunderstorms, the stars of liberty, and ceasing from the waking moon, it burned as you are golden flame. She lifted in her proud name, and rise a nation long for long to know her destiny. The lone star forever, the lone star forever, oh long may it float over land of her sea, descend and will never uphold it forever. Oh, shout for the lone star, but now all hail. Oh, shout for the lone star, but now all hail. So red of earth and heart, she sat within her doom of night, mid lowering stars and thunderstorms, the stars of liberty, and ceasing from the waking moon, it burned as you are golden flame. She lifted in her proud name, and rise a nation long for long to know her destiny. The lone star forever, the lone star forever, oh long may it float over land of her sea, descend and will never uphold it forever. Oh, shout for the lone star, but now all hail. Oh, shout for the lone star, but now all hail. So red of earth and heart, she sat within her doom of night, mid lowering stars and thunderstorms, the stars of liberty, and ceasing from the waking moon, wish you had golden flame. She lay.
The Lone Star forever. The Lone Star forever. Long live Liberia. The Lone Star forever. Well, let's play some beautiful Liberian gospel music here for the next few minutes as we celebrate our Independence Day today. Again, from all of us here at Raman Christian Radio and Raman Christian TV, I want to say happy Independence Day to Liberians from all walks of life. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for sharing the broadcast. I see some folks on Twitter, the former X, watching this broadcast this morning. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us as we celebrate our Independence Day today.
Why you bless me so? I wanna thank you for my life.
You know, after talking some reality here, let us put on our dancing shoes and dance to some beautiful Liberian gospel music. From where I said the time check is exactly 26 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock Central Standard Time.
What do you call me? Jehovah bless me, bless me, bless me, bless me. Jehovah bless me, oh. Jehovah bless me, oh. Oh, my Papa bless me, oh. Oh, 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 oh. Don't even know what to somewhere. Jehovah don't even know what to somewhere. You took me from don't even know what to somewhere. Oh, Jehovah don't even know what to somewhere.
And like you know, the saying go, my 26 is on you, and so it is on all of you this morning. Happy July 26th to Liberians, whatever place you may be, to all Liberians, whatever place you may be. And if you're a proud Liberian, I want to see you stand up and dance, and let's give God the praise, let's give God the glory. It's by God's grace we come this far. 177 years.
You sin forsaken, but not forgotten. That evil place in your life, but that you do place in your life. Stop in your success, stop in your progress. I say back to the center, back to the center. I say back to the center, back to the center. Destroy them by fire, destroy them by fire, destroy them by fire, destroy them by fire, destroy them by power, destroy them by power. Daddy, 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 Jehovah bless me, bless me, bless me, bless me, Jehovah bless me, oh, Jehovah bless me, oh, Jehovah Papa bless me, oh, 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 yeah, oh. Don't even know what to say. Took me from somewhere. You did it for me. Don't even know what to say. Yeah, yeah, don't even know what to say. Yeah, yeah.
Indeed, we give God the praise, we give him the honor. You took us from somewhere. We all know. So we give God the praise for Liberia and for Liberians, whatever place you may be. So. Let me say happy 26th to all the partners, listeners, and viewers of Robin Christian Radio and Robin Christian TV. Jumping from nowhere to somewhere.
You been so good to me.
A beautiful song, Minister Sion Mason, with that song, Jehovah God bless me. You took me from nowhere to somewhere. Keep on dancing. Put on your dancing shoes. Let's dance our worries away.
It's here. Hey, mighty men of war, you've been working miracle. We praise your name. Mighty men of war, you've been working miracle. We praise your name. Mighty men of war, you've been working miracle. We praise your name. Oh, we praise. Oh, we praise. Oh, we praise your name. Oh, we praise. Oh, we praise. Oh.
praise your name. Beautiful, beautiful gospel songs right here from Liberia, West Africa. And if you're just joining us, we want to say good morning, good evening to all of you, and thank you so much for joining us. Please go ahead and share the broadcast with your friends and family members and just give somebody the opportunity to be a part of this July 26th celebration right here on Raman Christian Radio and Raman Christian TV. Like I said earlier on, today I was not going to preach, but I just wanted to take some time to talk to my people, and I hope that the message will resonate with you and your family. More beautiful gospel music right here on Raman Christian Radio. Everything has time. Blah, 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 to you. From Grand G, the country, I want to say, to my crew people, and you put out there, you know, halfway on there. Grand Baza County, I believe you'll be born. I want a boy of the boss over. Maryland County, Liberians. Bon County, Yatwa, Kumeni. Grand Cape Man County, Maja Yakune. And to my Bandi people, Kanyangama. Lofa County, we want to say, Bird Yana, Avesu. And somebody will say, Find the Sioux. Nimba Kante Bavu. It's a clear indication we've been around radio. You know that, right? To my Mandingo brothers and sisters from Liberia, I need some. Taramati. I need some. Blah, 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 tea. Everything has time. And I think this is the time for Liberians to unite. This is the time to put aside our differences, Put aside ethnicity, put aside party affiliation, association. So if some of my good friends in government were now you start making flowers also. Don't worry, I'm not going to call you for the 26th. You know that. Blah, 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 tea. Everything has time. 6 years later, we'll be... Lord, God is so good. God is so good. Listen, if you're just joining us, I want to welcome all of you. Welcome to our broadcast. Where is my song?
Merci. Papa Jules Yoblo, les petits du Kuman Group Orchestra sont fiers de toi. Ah ouais.
You know, I love the guitar sound in that song. Take my mind way, way back somewhere in Liberia. And if you just joining us, we want to say good morning to you, good evening, and we want to say happy July 26th to everyone. Thank you so much for joining us.
We can make it. We can make it. We can make it. Someone want to stop my blessings. Someone want to stop my achievements. Don't even want me to exist. Yeah, we can get in high places. Fight them for me, Lord. 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 Yeah, fight those who fight against me, Lord. Who is beyond this? The devil, you will flesh. You do not need a rocket scientist to tell you that our enemies of progress. Who is behind you? The world is sheep running. Stabbing you in your eye. It's smiling with you. Who is behind this? You are wasting your time. You are behind me. Oh, you are wasting your time. Who is behind my progress? Lot of setbacks. Who is behind your marriage? Oh, no, be. Who is behind our children? They are getting too sick for us.
Who is behind our children? They're getting too sick for us. Listen, I want to say thank you so much for joining us this morning. Thank you, man. We love you all with the love of God. I wish I had more time to be here, but I just wanted to take a few minutes of my time today and then just share a word of encouragement and to just encourage my people to stay focused. Yes, we're celebrating and 77 years. A mighty long way. We hope and pray that those who are back home, they have access to hot meal, you know, sometimes it's just hard to talk. But we hope and pray that next year, July 26th, we will be talking about more great developments in our country. More great developments in our country. We'll be talking about more great development in our country, and that is going to be better for us as Liberians. It's going to be better for us as Liberians. And I hope and pray that, we can hold together. We can hold together as Liberians. We must appreciate each other, tolerate each other, love each other, care for one another, and put aside those things that will bring disunity and forge ahead. And forge ahead as Liberians. Okay? We look forward to that. But I want to say to all of you, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for coming on to celebrate with us. We appreciate you. And we say thank you. Thank you for everything. Thank you for sharing the broadcast. You see, I'm trying to get one of those government people. They kept sending me some messages here this morning, and I just sitting here laughing. 6 years is not 10,000 years. It's just right around the corner. We'll soon clock in 1 year, and we got 5 to go. But we gave God the praise, and we gave him the honor. We gave God the praise. Again, happy July 26th. My 26th on everybody. Nope. All of you watching my 26th. And I want to say to those of you joining us on Twitter, the former X, we say thank you so much. I see some wonderful people joining us this morning on Twitter or X. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you. We look forward to seeing more of you join us on this wonderful platform. Like I said this morning, I was not coming on to preach. I just wanted to speak to the people of Liberia, talk to my people, encourage them. Don't give up. Don't quit. And those of you that are thinking about the presidency in the coming years, well, I hope you're working. I hope you're working. I hope you're strategizing, telling your public relation officers or the people that will be canvassing for you, don't talk down on the people. Don't badmouth the people. Okay? Remember this that Pastor Cummings told you. Do not talk down on the people. Stop calling them names. You need them. If you don't know, now you know. You need them. Stop calling them names. Stop telling them. There are certain words you can use in the diaspora. It is acceptable. It's not an insult. But listen, where we're coming from, there are certain things you don't say to people. Some of you don't even know. The way, you see, what is constructive to you could be destructive to somebody. So those of you that will be canvassing for your party and your political leaders, take this from me. If you talk down on the people, you go to your community, not one person will follow you. Not one person will follow you. We saw a clear replica of the result of people talking down on people. The Liberian people are not stupid. They are not foolish people. They are not stupid people. They are not foolish people. It's not because they're going through a time, they're living in poverty, and gimmicks try to portray themselves to be angels and saints. No, a better day is coming. I can tell you free of charge, 2029 election will be very competitive. It will be competitive. It's going to be competitive. Somebody will pull the string. Somebody will pull it. Somebody will be a tough person. They're going to pull it. Not those of you where your people do stuff, you can talk to them. And if you come back bringing old wine in new bottle, you'll get the same result. You'll get the same result. Bring fresh mind, innovative people. Change your messaging, our messages to the people. Change it. Talk to them. Encourage them. It's not time to abandon them. It's time to talk to them. It is time. And I'll say this. Affliction will not arise for the second time. I said it before the election last year, and I'm saying this today. So those who think there is going to be a big comeback for you, you're dreaming, you're in a state of utopia. You better come from that reality. God will not allow it. Those of you that are there, do what you can do best because it's going to be competitive. I'm not saying steal what you can steal because somebody is coming. And it may not be good for some of you. If you steal, don't think you'll get away with prosecution. I'm saying this today. Today is what? July 26, 2024. The good thing about it is that all our broadcasts are recorded. Somebody will come and say, Pastor Cummings said this. I'm saying it without fear of favor. If you don't change the way you talk to the people, your party will go nowhere. You will go nowhere. You will only talk in the diaspora. It will have no impact on the ground. Change the dynamics. Change the narrative. Learn how to talk to the people in Liberia, in our counties. I think Charles said to say, I was speaking to everybody in all the different dialects. I don't speak almost all the dialects, but I can understand some. And when you talk to me, at least I can say something back. Our people are not stupid. Our people are not crazy. But those Tobalas and Sambalas were keeping them in that state. Very soon, we'll get to understand. So we celebrate 177 years. By God's grace, it's going to be better. Take it from me. Doubt it or not, believe it or not, it's going to be better. Keep this. We're not taking the video down. It's going to be around. It's going to be around for the longest. Keep this. Remember this. Liberia is a beacon, a light. This light will shine. This light will shine. And some of the people you see today who claim they are wealthy, it's going to come to a place where they'll be poor. You watch and see. Because some of them know how they got their money. While the masses are suffering, few persons are enjoying. This is the reason why our young sisters are becoming prostitutes. Our young brothers and sisters are addicted to drugs, living in the cemetery. But one day, Ecclesiastes say there is a time and season for everything. That time and that season is coming. That time and season is coming. God bless you all. Thank you so much for joining us. God bless you. We love you with the love of God, and we pray that God will bless our nation, bless our people, and will give us leaders who fear and honor God. It is just a matter of time. We're going to get there. God bless you all. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. We love you. And happy 26. Happy 26. God bless you all. Where's my little girl?
So red of earth and heart, she sat within her doom of night. Met lowering stars and thunderstorms, the stars of liberty, and ceasing from the waking moon, it burned and she had golden flame. She lifted in her proud name, and rise a nation long for long to know her destiny. The lone star forever, the lone star forever. Oh, long may it float over land, over sea, descend and will never uphold it forever. Oh, shout for the lone star, banner, all hail. Oh, shout for the lone star, banner, all hail. So red of earth and heart, she sat within her doom of night. Met lowering stars and thunderstorms, the stars of liberty, and ceasing from the waking moon, it burned and she had golden flame.